what would you consider your, ethical distance to shoot at an actual animal, given that? You got time, you can set up a perfect position, but there's wind and distance. What do you say, Zach?
Man, just a quick snapshot, I'd say I'm confident to 400.
I'm going to go 400 as well.
Okay.
I'm going to say 6.
No, I'm saying 6.
Okay. All
7.
right.
Oh. I'll go a little bit bigger and give it 800.
800. Now, good news, you guys. I kind of set you up here.
Uh-oh.
That's exactly the distance you get to try right now. And we're not going to walk it out, 2, 4, 6, whatever. You got to take a cold bore shot at the distance that you just said on an actual animal. This is the Backfire Hunter Challenge. We have 4 intrepid shooters who have come out to prove their skills with their hunting rifle of choice. We have steel targets at all different ranges, and we're going to shoot in realistic hunting conditions. The vitals on these animals are actual measured size for big game. The company that makes all these targets actually freezes the animal, traces them around, and traces the heart and lungs of them. Now, I know there are going to be 2 comments on this video, so let's dispense with them already. Sometimes they might miss the vitals, but make a perfect high shoulder shot. We're calling that a miss because that's not where they were aiming for. That's called luck. You got to be able to hit what you are actually aiming for. The other comment that I know we're going to see on this video is some of the steel targets are like a hog or a coyote. And so you'd be forgiven for saying, who cares that you didn't hit the vitals? It's a coyote. As long as you hit the animal, it's a kill. I get it, but at the same time, to try to be good hunters, we want to hit the vitals, what we're actually aiming for. You guys up to be ridiculed by the internet? Love it. Thank you guys for coming out. Let's do this. Here's our first stage. We got a coyote facing us at 200 yards, and there's a little brush in between, and so we got to brace up against our tree, in this case the shipping container, to make this shot. You can go ahead and get kneeling, standing, whatever you want to get as steady as you want, but we're bracing off the shipping container, got to get off the brush. So what do you think? Is this an ethical shot? Who's taking it? Is anybody going to skip? This one's only 200 yards.
I'll send it at the coyote.
All right.
Hit the coyote. You have
I don't
to
really
shoot
care
at
if I hit a coyote though. I think it's a tough angle. I think I might defer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cade?
I'm getting peer pressured into it. I'll go for it.
Okay, 3 going for it. Let's attempt.
So I think everything other than prone is compromise. So generally the lower you can get, the better.
We'll see it.
Off left.
Oh, so close, but just an inch off the vitals. Notice of errata. Looks like there was actually a hit on that one. The bullet probably split the line there, and half the bullet went into the vitals and half was on the edge. So it's a hit. I probably want to check. I think it was not quite on the vital. I think it kind of hit you exact your spot. All right, so you guys, 200-yard shot. We went 0 for 3 on that one. All right, shot 2. This is a pronghorn, so the vitals are bigger than us. Facing coyote is a pretty small target. But you guys, your score is either 0 or negative right now. We got to get positive. So we're shooting a pronghorn, unknown distance away. It's very flat, so getting a range can be a little bit tricky here. And you got to get above some brush, so we're going to shoot this off a tripod. Who's in?
I'm in.
Oh, just squeaked off the vitals. Just barely missed the lungs by that much. So close. All right, the Savage 7 PRC. Let's see what this has got.
See if we can get her done.
Impact. Our first positive score. Nice. Impact. Great. We got another person back to 0. Well done. All right, Sig Cross. This is my kid's favorite gun, so he's going to be pretty mad if you miss this thing. Ah! Just above the vitals. So close. All right, our next shot is at a deer. The only rule here is he's not a patient deer. Now, the vital size is bigger here. than we had before. The vitals are 9 inches by 11 inches, which coincidentally is exactly the vital size of a deer that I measured the lungs and heart of 2 years ago on a whitetail. So it's exactly the correct size. We're at a pretty far distance, but the real problem is you're pressured for time. That happens all the time hunting. You can do whatever you want. You can sprint up toward that deer whatever you want. You can go prone, you can stand, you can tripod, whatever. Only rule is we're gonna go, you have a 30-second clock till the gun has to go off. Who wants it?
I'll try it.
Everybody's in? Yep. Okay, there's your deer. 30 seconds, go.
We're gonna time out.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, is that an impact? All right, we reviewed the video.
Whoa.
Not a hit.
Dude, that's tough.
That's tough when you got 30 seconds. And so often, like hunting, that's the real problem. You're rushed. Okay, there's your deer. Shooter. 8 seconds. Impact, perfect. Well done. Oh, that is our first positive score. You have 1 point, sir. Well done. On your mark, get set. There's your deer. His heart rate's gonna be pumping though.
That's a bold move, and I like it.
Oh, over the back. All right, Kate, you gonna make this run as well?
No running for this guy. I don't run as well as Garrett and Walter, so.
I think it's a neck shot. We're gonna have to go up and look. All right, you guys, we're ready for the next one. Now, you know, we've shot on the flatlands. We had time pressure, shooting off weird stuff. But sometimes hunting in the West, you actually have quite a bit of time if an animal's, you know, cross canyon. The real problem is just distance and wind. Yeah. And so I have a question for you guys before we continue. What would you consider your, you know, ethical distance to shoot at an actual animal, given that? You got time, you can set up a perfect position, but there's wind and distance. What do you say, Zach?
Man, just a quick snapshot, I'd say I'm confident to 400.
400?
On
Okay.
animal.
All right. I think that's pretty common for a lot of people, would say 400.
Yeah, given wind and all the other factors that come in, I'm going to go 400 as well.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Pretty common.
I'm going to say 6 just because I've done it. And if I've done it, that's obviously I was confident in doing that.
No, I'm saying 6.
Okay. All
7.
right.
Oh. No,
Okay.
I mean, good conditions. I've done 6. I'm going to say it. Just
Okay.
I'll go a little bit bigger and give it 800.
800. Now, good news, you guys. I kind of set you up here.
Uh-oh.
That's exactly the distance you get to try right now. And we're not going to walk it out, you know, 2, 4, 6, whatever. You got to take a cold bore shot at the distance that you just said on an actual animal, or actual steel animal, an actual not real steel animal. But then you're going to get bonus points if, you know, you could actually do it, because then you get to shoot all the animals before that for extra points. Ready? Here we go.
All right. Oh, man, that Mirage is ripping.
Impact looks vital to me.
Is that vital? I think it is.
I think you got it. Well done, sir.
That's
Hey,
vital. All right. So now I get 200?
you just put your money where your mouth was. Well done.
Look, that looks off at 1 o'clock.
Interesting. So why do you think you made the 400 and not the 2?
I think, well, the vitals are quite, that's an antelope out there. So
Yeah.
more vital.
A facing coyote is a really tiny target.
Dude, that's a tiny plate. That is small.
So is this a real hunting scenario where I just hunted with my buddy and I just watched him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. How far did you hold, brother?
Huh?
How far did you hold?
I don't know about that.
Oh, I thought it
right.
was.
You're right. I get you, but better not do that.
Okay.
Don't tell me. I'm just joking. You guys are too serious.
Oh, I think it's a neck shot.
That's an impact. Are you kidding me?
I think that is a miss off the plate. You created a little bit of a problem for yourself, Willem.
I
You're
did.
claiming 800.
800.
How do you feel about that claim now? Are we feeling nervous, or are you still feeling confident?
Yeah, pretty nervous. That's a it's 1/4 mil wide vital zone on that coyote out there. And yeah, let's shoot in factory
All right,
ammo.
let's go.
See where she goes.
Oh, in the dirt. Walter, the claim was 600. How are we feeling about that?
Honestly, pretty good. We'll.
All right, good. I like the confidence. Let's do this.
If I wasn't, I probably shouldn't be shooting this far.
Ooh,
Barely got it.
I think you got it, sir.
Oh, he got it.
Well done. All right, so that means you get to walk in now. You get to shoot 400. Impact. Well done. Ooh, I think that's good. 3 for 3. A man of his word.
There we go.
You were like, I can do 6, and you did it. Well done. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
So our scores now are Willem 0, Walter +1,
Yeah.
Cade and Zach -2. Who's ready for more?
Ready?
Sometimes hunting is just a crime of opportunity. We got invasive, angry, feral, possibly tetanus-inducing, maybe has some nuclear poison. It's a bad hog down there, and we just pulled over the truck. So you got to take your shot off the truck and see if you can hit it. Who's up?
I'll try it. Anywhere off the truck?
Anywhere off the truck.
Yep.
Everybody?
Yeah, I'm in.
I have to.
Let's go.
Worst case.
Tripod rear on a hog. It's just hanging out there.
Yeah, we're going full gamer.
Nope.
Looks good to me. Oh, no?
You tell me. I don't know
Might be
exactly
a
where the
10th
vital
ball.
is.
Ran up here to check out the target on Willem's shot, and it barely squeaked in there. That's a kill, my friends.
I'm gonna call that 250 yards. I'm gonna call it like 2.5.
Oh, just low.
Ah, on the arm. Dang.
All right, what's the thought on this one?
I'm gonna try off the back of your.
Nice.
All right, up next. Sometimes you wish you had all the gear, but you don't. You know, I've seen some sandbags and tripods. Sometimes you just don't have it with you, and a coyote pops up as you're hiking, right? So this is going to be a shot of about 125 to 150 yards, but it's got to be kneeling at a coyote. Who's in? Kneeling.
I'll try it.
I can make up some
Whatever it
points.
is, I'll
It's a
try it.
coyote.
All right.
I haven't practiced my kneeling position, so this is probably going to be bad. Heck yeah. Wobbled right over him.
Oh, buddy. Wobbly. Nice. Perfect.
Oh, that's a miss. Shot it in the butt. Oh, over the top.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's over his back.
That's an airmail.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
And everyone else at least hit it.
So that leaves our standings. That takes you off the podium.
Oh, man.
So current standing is Willem at 2, Walter at 1, Cade -1, and Zach -3. All right, it's momentous having you guys here. One of the, by far, the most memorable moment on Backfire was Mike the Marine. You guys saw that video?
Yeah.
Mike the Marine made some claims about his accuracy. We brought him out to test, and he was man enough to show it to the internet. But what was really legendary in that shot is where he couldn't get above the brush. And so he asked me to get down on all fours, and he shot off my back. So here's your opportunity. Backfire lore, we are shooting at traditional targets, our milk jugs, at 200 yards off my back. Who's in?
I'll give it a shot.
Might as well.
I will not even breathe while you're shooting. Let's go. Yeah. This is clearly the
Well, I
most
said
optimal
center.
way to
I'll
shoot this.
take some deep breaths, Jim.
Okay, here we go. Oh! Is a hit?
Destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it.
Dead milk
Go
jug.
team.
I'll go to the far right.
Okay.
Nailed it. Nice.
Go team.
Good job.
Hit.
Got him.
Didn't realize I'd have a bipod put on me. This is good.
Well, the bipod's past you.
No, it's great. I like it.
It
Kind of
should've-
hugs my lats. Oh,
Oh my heck. Well,
we tried. All right, well, hunting is tough. That's all there is to it. It's completely different. We saw you guys shoot the accuracy challenge. We know you guys are great shooters, but you get out in hunting conditions and it's tougher. Our ending scores ended up pretty darn close to 0. Willem ended up with +3,
Nice.
Walter at 0, Cade at 0, and Zach -2. So composite, we end up with +1.
Whoa.
It's basically 55% hit hunting, and we didn't really do anything extreme range. It's just tough. Anything we've learned today, and does it change what you would consider your maximum distance?
Yeah, so what I learned, shooting a hunting rifle is very different than the target rifles I normally shoot. So a lightweight, kind of heavier caliber rifle, it's tough to shoot. That's my key takeaway, is it's a very different game.
Yeah, that's a really good one, because often I'll hear people talking about accuracy and how easy something should be in hunting, and then sometimes translating that to, yeah, you can hit an animal at 1,000 yards, but 99% of the time they're shooting a 20-pound competition gun. They sit differently on the bags, just everything is different. A 6-pound rifle is so much harder to shoot.
My biggest takeaway is practicing with the actual setup that I have for the situation. You know, being behind a target, being on a bench or whatever, you know, you can get pretty good at breathing, trigger pulls, cheek welds, all of those things. But when you get out in a hunting situation, all that kind of goes out the window. And so spending a lot of time, you know, shooting rocks, shooting at distance, getting comfortable, reading the wind. That's my biggest takeaway from today, is that I'm completely mortal when it comes to reading wind. In a very, you know, humbling way. Like I know I can do better there. So that's my biggest takeaway, is I'm going to spend a lot of time with my hunting rig, and I'm shooting at distance and trying to read winds.
Yeah, and how much more that this is flatlands here. And so generally you have one basic current of the wind. You get into the mountains and it can be going this way and that way and following the river.
Yeah.
And it's very tough.
Yeah.
I'd say biggest thing for me is how small a target is. Like looking at those through my scope was like, yep, that is insanely small. Other than that, like 800 yards, like that's a poke with any rifle.
Yeah. Hey, shooting in, I know you shoot a lot of competitions, and
Yep.
the targets are sized such that the hit rate's extremely high. But depending on which way an animal's facing and what animal we're talking about, it can be much smaller than that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the one thing we can't replicate is these are stationary. They're steel. It's so much harder when they can suddenly take a step.
Yep, absolutely. Especially at 800 yards.
Yeah.
No, my max range is probably the same. I mean, I feel like the ones I missed were the ones where I wasn't steady. Like my scope's moving all over the place. So learning how to get steady on your back or something like that. But I think 600 is still right there, good conditions. I think I can do it. I mean, I did it, so obviously hunting is different, but yeah,
Walter,
it's awesome.
Walter backed up his plan.
Walter did good. That was awesome.
And then I missed the milk jug challenge.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for coming out. Awesome for all of you guys
It's a
to
blast.
Yep.
dare to be on the internet and get ridiculed by all these comments. Really fun time. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.